There was a time when men were feared, a time when a man's word was law, when his presence commanded respect, authority, and dominance. But look at the world today. Look at yourself. Do you inspire fear? Do you demand respect? Or are you just another insignificant, replaceable cog in the machine? You were born into a system that doesn't want you to be powerful. They have broken you. From the moment you were a child, they conditioned you to be soft, obedient, weak. They filled your mind with nonsense about being nice, about waiting your turn, about being patient. And you believed them. But let me tell you something that will change your life forever. The world belongs to the men who take it. Success isn't given, it's seized. And the only men who rise to the top are the ones who operate by an entirely different code. The Warrior's Code. The Warrior's Code is not about luck. It's not about waiting for opportunities. It's about creating them. It's about shaping your own destiny with nothing but sheer force of will. It's about waking up every single day with one mission: to conquer. Weak men act on emotions. They hesitate. They second-guess themselves. They overthink, waiting for the perfect moment. But warriors execute. Discipline is their foundation. Pain is their fuel. Failure is nothing more than a stepping stone to dominance. They do what they must, not what they feel like. You think discipline is hard? You think training every day is exhausting? You think pushing yourself beyond your limits is unbearable? Good. It's supposed to be. That's why so few men are willing to do it. That's why the world is filled with failures, cowards, and quitters, because the second they feel discomfort, they stop. The moment the journey gets difficult, they fold. But you are not one of them. A warrior doesn't need motivation. He doesn't need inspiration. He doesn't sit around waiting to feel ready. He moves forward regardless of doubt, pain, or fear. His actions are dictated by purpose, not fleeting emotions. Think about it. How many times have you skipped a workout because you didn't feel like it? How many times have you postponed success because you were too tired? How many times have you betrayed yourself by choosing comfort over growth? And where has it gotten you? Nowhere. But there is another way, a path that few will ever walk, the path of absolute, unshakable discipline, the path where a man becomes indestructible. You see, most men are prisoners of their own minds. They are controlled by their cravings, their urges, their impulses. They let temporary discomfort dictate their entire future. But a warrior is a master of himself. He doesn't complain. He doesn't seek validation. He doesn't waste energy on meaningless distractions. Every action is calculated. Every move is precise. Every decision is made with one goal: total domination. You want to be rich? You want to be powerful? You want the world to bow when you walk into a room? Then you must become a different man, a man who does what others refuse to do. A man who wakes up before the rest of the world, who trains when his body screams for rest, who works when others are watching TV, who sacrifices today's pleasure for tomorrow's empire. No distractions, no hesitation, no weakness. The only thing standing between you and the life you dream of is your own inability to suffer. You run from hardship when you should embrace it. You avoid pain when you should harness it. You complain about how hard life is when you should be forcing life to bend to your will. Do you know why the weak hate the strong? Because discipline exposes their excuses. The moment you become relentless, the moment you start moving with purpose, aggression, and intensity, you become a mirror that reflects their failure back at them. And they can't handle it. They'll call you arrogant. They'll say you've changed. They'll tell you to slow down, to relax, to enjoy life. But in reality, they just want you to remain as weak as them. And that is why you must cut them off. This world will either shape you into a warrior or break you into nothing. There is no in between. There is no middle ground. You are either dominant or disposable. Which one will you be? Every hour that passes is another hour you'll never get back. Every day you waste is a day closer to permanent mediocrity. But you don't feel it, do you? Because you think you have time. You don't. Right now, someone else is taking your future. Another man, less intelligent, less talented, less capable, is working while you hesitate. He's learning skills while you procrastinate. He's building connections while you sit in silence. And when he succeeds, when he gets the money, the respect, the life you wanted, you'll look in the mirror and realize something horrifying. It should have been you. But by then it will be too late. You won't even recognize yourself, a shadow of the man you were supposed to be. Your dreams, gone. Your confidence, shattered. Your ability to command respect, non-existent. You think success will always be there waiting for you. You think you can start next week, next month, next year, but opportunity does not wait, it moves. It moves toward the men who chase it. And every second you stand still, it moves further away from you until it's so far ahead that you can't even see it anymore. The worst pain a man can feel is watching another man live the life he should have had. Seeing him with the woman you wanted, driving the car you dreamed of, spending money without a second thought while you struggle to survive. And when that moment comes, when you realize you lost the race before you even started, what will you do? Blame the world? Blame the economy? Blame bad luck? None of it will matter. The truth will hit you like a bullet. You lost because you hesitated. And that hesitation will cost you everything. The next decade is going to be the most brutal economic shift in human history. The rich will multiply their wealth at an unfathomable rate. The poor will be erased. There will be no middle class, just winners and losers. And you will decide right now which side you will be on. Because here's the reality. If you are not actively rising, you are falling. There is no pause button. There is no neutral ground. Every decision you make, every second you delay, pulls you further down the chain. The world is moving faster than ever before. If you are not adapting, you are being left behind. If you are not building, you are being replaced. If you are not aggressively securing your future, you won't have one. Think about this. How many chances have you already missed? The investment you ignored because you were unsure. The skill you didn't learn because it was too hard. The business idea you abandoned because you were scared to fail. Now look at the men who took those chances. They are thriving. They took the risk. They pushed through the fear. They moved while you stood still. And that is why they are winning and you are not. You have one chance, one life, one opportunity to either rise or disappear. And if you think you can wait until tomorrow to start, understand this. Tomorrow is already too late. From this moment forward, you move differently. You think differently. You operate with absolute, unshakable intent. Weak men hesitate, they overthink, they drown in self-doubt. But warriors attack. They see an opportunity and they take it before another man does. You have wasted years living like a spectator, watching from a distance while others seized power, took risks, and dominated their environment. That era of hesitation ends today. Success is not a mystery. It is not luck. It is the result of relentless execution. You wake up and you go to war. You train like your life depends on it, because it does. You work with ruthless efficiency, eliminating distractions like a soldier clearing a battlefield. Every single second is a choice. Progress or stagnation, dominance or mediocrity, power or irrelevance. Do you understand what's at stake? Do you feel it in your bones? That burning need to break free from the cage of weakness and take control of your own existence? There is no secret formula. There is no shortcut. Only discipline, only work, only action. You either show up and demand more from yourself, or you will be forgotten. You will be a footnote, a failed attempt, a cautionary tale of what happens when a man refuses to rise. Look around. Every empire, every fortune, every legacy ever built, it was not given, it was taken. And the only way you get what you want is by becoming so damn undeniable that the world has no choice but to respect you. Losers wait for permission. Winners create their own reality. They move with precision, strategy, and ruthless determination. Your name should carry weight. Your presence should shift the atmosphere. When you walk into a room, men should feel it and women should admire it. But that level of power is earned, not wished for. Most people will never taste true success because they refuse to suffer for it. They quit when it gets hard. They slow down when discomfort sets in. You keep going, because every rep, every late night, every sacrificed comfort brings you closer to the life most men only dream about. There is no good enough. There is no I tried. There is only victory or defeat. You are no longer the man you were yesterday. That man is dead. This is your rebirth. Move like a king. Think like a conqueror. Dominate like a warlord. And if you refuse, if you let this moment slip away, then you deserve to be forgotten. You wake up every morning trapped in a cycle of mediocrity and failure. You tell yourself you're trying, but deep down, you know the truth. You are failing. You are being outworked, outperformed, and outcompeted by men who want it more than you, and they are taking everything. You sit there scrolling your phone, watching other men live the life you dream of, fast cars, endless money, respect, power, and you tell yourself one day. But one day never comes, because while you hesitate, they execute. While you waste time, they conquer. Every second you waste is a second you will never get back. That should terrify you, but it doesn't, does it? Because you've been trained to accept weakness. You've been programmed to believe that everything will work out. It won't. Let me tell you something cold, hard, and undeniable. There is no fairness. There is no mercy. The world is a jungle, and only the strongest survive. The rich get richer, the powerful get more powerful, and the weak, they get discarded like trash. And here's the brutal truth. You are the weak. You don't train. You don't hustle. You don't dominate. You consume. You sit there watching, admiring, fantasizing, but you never act. And every day you do nothing, you fall further behind. Look around you. The economy is collapsing. AI is replacing jobs. The rich are getting richer at a speed you can't even comprehend. Do you think the world is going to slow down for you? Do you think there's going to be a perfect moment to start? No, and let me make this even clearer. No one is coming to save you. Your parents, they did their best, but they don't know how to escape the system. Your friends, they're just as lost as you. The government, they want you weak, compliant, and powerless. You have two choices: adapt or die. Every man has a timeline. Right now, your timeline is running out. And if you don't take control, the world will decide your future for you. And do you know what that future looks like? A life of regret, a life of weakness, a life where you are irrelevant. You think I'm being extreme? Then tell me, when was the last time you won at something? When was the last time you dominated? When was the last time you made a decision that changed your life for the better? You can't even remember. And that should make you furious. That should ignite something inside of you. But instead, you'll do what you always do: nothing. You'll keep watching, keep scrolling, keep convincing yourself that someday, somehow, it'll all work out. But it won't, because life doesn't reward the weak. It rewards the strong, the relentless, the disciplined, the men who see what they want and take it. And right now, you are not that man. You are disposable. You are a statistic. Another faceless, average nobody, waiting to be replaced by a man who is willing to do what you want. And that, my friend, is reality. The question is, what the hell are you going to do about it? This is it. The moment where you decide whether your life changes forever or stays exactly the same. No more thinking, no more debating, no more waiting for the perfect time. That time is now, right now. You have been given the truth. You have seen the reality of what happens to men who hesitate. You know what's at stake. And now you have only two options. One, you take control. You rise up. You attack every single day with unstoppable force. You refuse to let another man outwork, outthink, or outperform you. Two, you stay the same. You ignore everything. You go back to your old habits. You let the world walk all over you, and you wake up 10 years from now miserable, broke, weak, and invisible. Because make no mistake, if you do nothing, you are choosing failure. There is no middle ground. There is no safety net. There is no maybe. You either win or you lose. This is not just about money. This is not just about success. This is about survival. In a world where only the strongest men thrive, the weak are crushed, discarded, and forgotten. Look in the mirror. Who do you see? A man who commands respect, a force to be reckoned with, a leader, a warrior, an unstoppable machine, or just another ghost? Another nameless, powerless, defeated shadow of what could have been? Because if you walk away from this without taking action, that is exactly what you'll become. Another statistic, another lost cause, another man who had potential but let it rot. And once that happens, there's no way back. There's no do-overs. The world will not give you another chance. This is your final warning. The men who succeed in life are not lucky. They are not gifted. They are relentless. They see a path and they walk it. They don't hesitate. They don't negotiate with fear. And that's exactly what you need to do right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not one day, now. Because if you don't move now, if you don't act now, if you don't commit to change this very second, then be honest with yourself, you never will. And that means you have already lost. Make your decision.